Hey everyone, it's your boy Yoshi here. I'm going to give you guys a quick how-to on using Gamepad Tester. It's a free app. It really helps with finding out drift stick, make sure buttons are working correctly and that they're not unmapped or the game settings are set wrong. And also check for like the rumble motors and then your outside dead zones. It really helps with that as well. So first you want to do is go to Internet Explorer and search Gamepad Tester. Oop, there it goes. You can also go gamepad dash tester.com. That's the other way to get to there. You'll see this page. You get player one, player two, player three, player four. You can select each one if you have multiple controllers plugged in to your PC to diagnose that controller and not have to worry about whichever controller is plugged in and whatnot. And to activate your controller, it says not detected. It's just simply pushing a button on the controller and it instantly shows up as player one. See, I have Sony PS4 DualShock. It's a little bit of information about the controller, and it has a timestamp. So if you're changing stuff in game and stuff like that, you can go back to the timestamp to figure out what is going on and what changes you made and how they affect the controller. So start off, you can see here if I hit a button on the controller, it shows up on screen, uh, everything like that. So go to the triggers, hit them at the same time, and you can see here. Since I have a custom controller with PC switches, is 0 to 100. But if you had the uh, haptic feedback triggers, you can slowly go up to that 100% there to see if how the haptics are doing on the controller. Go to the bumpers. You can do, for me, it'd be X, O, triangle, square. And the touchpad does not show up on the controller image there, but it does show up in the B through 17 buttons over here. And you see B17, that's me touching my touchpad and clicking it inwards. So you can test it that way. And the same thing goes with the right stick and left stick. It doesn't show up on the controller, but if you press it inwards, you can see it on the B10 and B11 there. Then we go to the thumbsticks here. You can see you got these measurements. They're very, very sensitive, as you see, like just be like barely just talking or something like that is making to move the thumbsticks. But here you just go around text outer dead zone like you see right here. I would need to adjust my outer dead zone in game to like 90, so it would bring it back down to this outer edge. And you can also see it a lot better if you do this testicular. So you just go up to the top here and then just work your way all around there. And then with this side, you see it there, really bad there. So here, I'll probably be setting it actually probably 85 for this little guy. This one's pretty nasty. Might need to clean out the controller to try to help with that. But that's a good way to find out your outer dead zones. So my left stick's fine because that one usually doesn't get used as much, so you wouldn't have less chance for it to be kind of goofed up. Um, and then for the drift stick portion of it, if you have a stick that's just slowly going out like this, that'd be drift stick, and that typically could be cleaned. Or I mean, sorry, if it's doing this slowly creeping out there, it usually means there's damage to the potentiometer. If you got like where it's skipping up out like this, or something like just randomly skipping around here, that would typically mean that there's something interference with the potentiometer, like a dog hair or pet hair or some kind or dust. And that's you would usually mean to clean it, and you'll probably resolve the issue that you're having with that kind of drift. But if you have a drift like this slowly, that means something needs to be replaced. Basically, a potentiometer. So that's a great way to test it with what kind of drift you have to figure out what your next thing or next move to make is. If you're going to have to prep for replacing the whole thumbstick or just be getting some cleaner, contact cleaner, and cleaning this guy out. Some other things, you got the vibration button here. If you click it, your controller will start vibrating, and you can test to feel which motor is working, what's not. And you got some facts and questions about how to use this app more thoroughly. You got the top controllers here. Xbox 360 is the best controller so far on like numbers and stuff like that. You got some for developers, controllers, stuff like that, but I never use that. Um, and that's it. That's Gamepad Tester. A lot of people use this app, especially when they're doing custom work and stuff like that. Uh, find out what buttons are working, what one's not, and it just really helps out with you not having to put the whole controller together to get some readings. So it really helps out with diagnosing and stuff like that. So highly recommend it. Great website. It's free. I just got to go to gamepad tester slash tester.com. I keep saying that wrong, but gamepad. Yeah, yeah. I'm done. I'm done. If this video helped you out, leave a like, and leave a follow if you like. I got a lot of other tutorials, or I also show my builds I do, the custom builds. They're pretty cool. People enjoy them. So, yeah, you guys have a great evening. And I do repairs. So if you go to nerdcurdcustoms.com, um, you can see my website. I'll leave it down in the description. And if you got any repairs you need on your controller or game console, I can 100% do that. I do like HDMI repairs, drift sticks. I do a whole bunch of those. And I could do up to, I'm proficient in micro soldering. So, really tiny soldering jobs that need to be done on a motherboard, I can definitely handle that as well. Um, yeah, so I guess leave a like and follow if it's helped you out. If you need any repairs, check me out on my website and get in contact with me, and I'll gladly help with any repairs you might need. Uh, Till then, have a good night. Bye.